Welcome back to Galley Secrets at Love, where I will be interviewing flight attendants, pilots, or anyone related to aviation while doing their makeup, skincare, and maybe back rate. But before I start, short disclaimer. I also want to thank the Lofty crew. Please do subscribe or follow them on their social media, and also follow me on my social media accounts. Please do subscribe on my channel and hit the notification bell button so that you will be updated on my next vlog. If you want to know who's my guest, and if you want to find out how I rated her cabin crew luggage, please continue watching. Our guest for a second episode officially earned her wings back last June 14, and she's actually flying for almost a decade. Let's all welcome the very pretty Miss President, Karen! Hi, everyone. Okay, the reason why I call her Miss President is she's actually the, what they call it, the class monitor. So Karen, how this works is actually I will be interviewing you while you show me what's inside your luggage. But Miss President, where is your luggage?
Don't worry. You worry too much. It's here.
Oh, wow. So much for the transition. Wow. Okay. You seem like very prepared. Okay, so shall we start with this bag? The first one?
Sure. Alright. For the first bag, this is actually my food bag. Of course, I don't have it with me, the food inside, but yeah, I usually bring rice with me. I'm a rice person.
Rice is life.
Yes, rice is life. Some biscuits.
Wow, I love Fito.
Yeah, and not sponsored. Milo and milk. So basically, this is just the food bag, which is on top, right? Hungry person.
But before we go to the next, do you actually have a nickname growing up?
Nickname, yes. Well, it's a funny nickname. They used to call me Kicks. It's actually a short form of Kikay. That's why.
That makes sense.
Yes, Kikay is a Filipino slang, which means like girly, or those who like
fashion. Well, you are very makikay. You're very kikay. That's
especially when I was very little. Like if you put a camera in front of me, I'll put a flower or something like that. Smile in the camera.
That's very sweet. Kicks. Okay, tell me what's inside this bag.
Okay, so this one is the required things in a night stop. So
let me hold it for you.
Yeah, basically we have the toothpaste. I have the makeup remover, sunscreen. Just a small one. Basic hygiene soap.
And it's better if you like get all these
the little ones. Yeah. So the shower gel, shampoo, I have all of them. Most of the hotels they do have that, but it's required, so we just take it. I'm not endorsing, but yes, I do have my skincare. They wanted us to have it night, day, and the night cream. So I have.
What is this? You have a medicine.
Yeah, that's my vitamin C.
Is this required as well? Or
no, it's just me. But I always have it with me, vitamin C.
Or I'm not sponsored, but I really like mosquito repellent. I hate being attacked by mosquitoes.
There's certain blood type wherein you're the target of the mosquitoes.
Is it? I thought if it's you're very sweaty, they can.
Or maybe I'm very sweaty. That's it. And that's
okay. That's for this bag. Okay, what do you think is the hardest part of the training?
If you'll ask me the first time that I did training, I would have to say that, of course, safety. And especially back in the Philippines, wherein you have to really memorize word for word.
By the way, guys, Karen has been to 3, right? 3 different airlines, correct?
Hopefully.
Last. So the first one was Cebu Pacific. You joined which year?
2009.
2009.
2009.
Okay, 2009, and then next
till 13. And then I joined Qatar Airways, 13 to 18.
So she joined the full service way back year
2013.
And now she's with us. Of course. Lucky we have you.
Yes.
Okay, this bag, I'm curious what's in
Basically, this is makeup.
Okay, so Yeah, it's all just
done
like
the-
maybe we're not gonna go through one by one on the
The makeup, but complete set you have to bring.
When you first joined your first ever airline in the Philippines, how many times did you actually apply before you actually get in there?
Well, actually, it's funny because all of the airlines I applied twice.
Oh, you mean like AirAsia you applied twice, Qatar you applied twice.
But
Yes.
it's not like a long time of waiting. So the story behind that is that with Cebu Pacific, I was wearing braces. Or I joined the airlines at 18, so I wasn't able to. Yeah, but I wasn't able to finish my degree. But due to like my father, he got sick, so not really forced. Nobody forced me to do it, but it was my own volition. I joined the airline. They asked me to remove the braces. I said I will come back next week, and I did.
And you removed it.
Yeah, and I did.
Okay, let's go through this one. Oh, I'm familiar with this.
This one you're familiar.
This is not updated version. This is what we had way back then.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
So
okay.
yeah, basically these are the things that we need in the flight. So I have the gloves. These are the oven gloves.
Oh yeah, I have a funny story in the gloves.
Oh.
So when I first joined the airline, they asked us to bring gloves, and then I literally bought like the oven, like the big one.
gloves.
Yeah, the one hand gloves, and everyone was like, "What is that?" I'm like,
You're not the only one. Because I think in the batch, if we didn't inform them that
Yeah.
this is the glove.
but I showed this in my previous vlog. They did.
Yeah, the Malaysian.
Okay. Okay, everyone who's like about to join the airline, cabin crew, aspirants, this is the right glove. Okay.
And some of us actually got the garden gloves. So this is the correct gloves, everyone. By the Zodiac.
Where can they buy that?
This one I think I bought in
DIY. Yeah, I also bought mine in DIY. Oh, we have the same color. Tally counter.
Tally counter. Counting fast and free.
This is not a pepper spray, guys. What is the?
Yeah, this is just alcohol. This one, because this bag, whenever I go for flight, I only remove this and that.
Oh.
So I just combine everything, the required ones and the ones that I will be needing. So
Okay, and then battery. This is for
flashlight. We have to check the cabin during night. Yeah. So we have to have flashlight.
Oh my god, we also have the same perfume.
Really?
Like the small perfume for my. You're also required to have this, right?
No, this one is like all
Your
mine.
person.
Other person. Just powder, lipstick, bread spray, comb. I also bring some lozenge just in case my throat gets itchy.
Same. I always have one in my car.
And 2-in-1. So for the dolly, I use this one for the dolly. So I just put everything inside.
Okay, you mentioned that you joined when you were 18. What were you doing before? Like, you were still studying?
Yes, I was actually in the...
Or do you have like a previous job? Like, like some students also get jobs, right?
Yeah, I was in the university because at that time when we don't have K to 12, we started joining the university at age 16. So from 16 to 18, I was studying.
And I'm also curious what's inside here.
Yeah, so this is basically the night stop kit. Just in case that we will be doing night stop in the destination, yeah, we have to have our smart casual. That's what we call it. So we have top, jeans, belt. That's required. I have this one here, and socks. The inner wear.
But the sewing split, I think you can show this because it has to be this complete, right?
Yes, and of course the color must be red. Of the
yeah,
white, because some of my batchmates, like, of course you didn't notice sometimes, right? Like you just buy stuff and then you have green, so how can you sew the
Yeah, it has to be like just red. But if you can't find like very specific one, then okay, just any red will do.
correct?
Okay, before I go to the next one, I'm curious, where did you actually graduated? Like which school you graduated and what was your course?
Yes. As I mentioned that I didn't finish school at that time, so I did 2 years of studies at University of the Philippines with development communication. Are you familiar? Any idea of what that course
Is it developing your community?
Everybody thinks that way. Actually, but it's, as you know, that Los Baños, Laguna,
Oh, yeah,
it's more of an agricultural school. So we were doing promotional materials for the farmers. So At that time, multimedia is not yet there.
Yeah.
So we're doing manually, like leaflets and everything, something like that. So it's basically communication for the development.
Okay. Not specifically for the farmers, but more like Jenny.
Maybe like a rural area.
Yeah.
That was a good course, actually. I liked it. However, due to circumstances, I needed to stop. It was only on 2020 that I was able to get my undergraduate, and then I did business.
It's something new to me, actually. I've never heard of like, what's that, development communication. And at first I thought it's like something about like mass communication, because I took mass communications when I was studying, and then now I heard about it.
Everybody thinks that it's like mass communication, but basically the goal is to serve. Usually we go for like NGOs or government.
Yeah. Oh, I know this one.
Yes, this one is also required. So we have to have a set of uniform. This is our compression top, as you can see what we were wearing right now. The skirt and the jacket. Do we call it jacket?
Yeah,
Jacket, right? Yes. So basically, I live a compartmentalized life. As you notice,
Yeah.
I have a lot of bags for everything.
This one you have to explain very, very carefully, because a lot of cabin crew or like aspirants actually get this wrong. So I know it's just a simple stocking, but it's really like there's like a specific color for it. Okay, go for it.
Yes, actually, when we were about to go here, we asked you a lot of questions. So thank you very much for that. In the Philippines, I think we don't have this because it's from Guardian, and Guardian is a local brand, a local pharmacy. This is the required by AirAsia. We have to get Guardian 15D charcoal 21, which is the most important color. A lot of people are wearing, like, if you wear a different one, they will know.
They will know. And it's so obvious. Like ours is, you can see that it's like this similar. But if you're like wearing a little bit different brand or like different tone,
Especially in the Philippines, it's usually thick.
yeah, so they will know. So you have to get this very specific one. So if you know anyone who's going or flying to Malaysia, then maybe you can ask some favor from them to buy you some, so that at least we can have the similar kind of stockings.
Or just don't buy in your country, and then when you arrive here, you can just buy from Guardian.
Okay, before I go,
And do you have questions, right?
so they actually believe in horoscopes.
I do. I'm a Scorpio.
Yeah.
So it's like a Bible for us. The Zodiac, the everything.
Oh, I didn't know that about Scorpio. Like you take horoscopes very seriously.
Like us more Scorpio.
Yeah.
Friendly.
And then let me know which one you think you strongly agree or disagree. Are you ready, Miss President?
Ready, always ready, ever ready. Let's do this.
It says here, you're very determined. When you want something, you go for it and you don't hold back.
What do you think?
I think it's very true.
It's very obvious. Like, I told you, right? Like, every time, twice. Here in AirAsia, it was quite different because I applied for PAA also, and then they sent me to another interview. But you see, if I want it, then I will just go there again. It doesn't matter.
It's like Ariana Grande's song, I Want It, I Got It. Okay, next. Brave. They will run into danger without a second thought.
Oh, this one, no. I
No?
don't think so. Because you see, there are traits which are probably similar when it comes to a zodiac sign. So probably it's an innate, but you can learn. You can learn and unlearn things. Scorpios may be like that, but through age and time, I am not accepting that. I am not doing that.
Strong and carefree. That's good. Okay, controlling. Scorpios hate being controlled by others and need to control over all situations. Do you agree with that?
Being unmarried at 32, I think so. Strongly agree. Not that mainly because of that reason, but I just feel like when someone is asking me to do things directly and I feel like I'm being controlled, I repulse. So, yeah. It's
We're
just
kind of like the same in that way because I actually don't like being controlled as much.
exactly.
Okay, next. Loyal. They dedicate their whole self to that person. Yeah?
Very true.
Very true. Oh. Isn't it like contradicting to being controlling? Yeah.
Yes and no, probably. If you are controlling, I think it's more of like changing the way a person thinks or behaves, because that has something to do with control. Loyalty, on the other hand, is something that you decide upon. That's what I believe in. So nowadays, it's not very common to have loyalty and everything, but I still believe in that. And the other thing is, I expect the other person to do the same. So, scary, right? It's not scary.
Okay, last. Honest. They hate dishonesty in others.
So I think this one is like all aligned to each other. Loyalty, honesty. Yeah, it's
Strongly real.
But as I mentioned earlier, these traits may be similar to a lot of people, especially if they're born on like same dates or probably like that. But you can learn to control yourself, something like that. Honesty is very important. You cannot expect this to a lot of people. So if in case that they are not, I used to be so upset with people not being honest. But you see, in life, eventually you'll realize that people are people. They're just who they are. You don't have to be upset for something that you can't control. So honest people, good. Not honest people, it's okay.
And there's like a saying that be honest even though others are not honest. Like be kind even though others are not kind, you know? So don't expect anything from others. Just focus on yourself.
Correct.
Okay, now I'm curious what's in this bag. And you're very organized. You have like organizers each. What is inside?
Yes, this is one of the most important that we need. I just put it there because, of course, we need it usually for this one. So this is actually,
You can take it.
the cabin shoes. Cabin shoes. As you know, we have two types of shoes. So we have the brown shoes, the one that we use when we're walking at the airport, and the one that we use when we're on board. And also for this one, kiwi. Yeah, there must be a smaller size for this in the Philippines, I believe. But
Yeah, it's quite big.
here in Malaysia, this is the only one I found. So
Now we're on to the last, but before we go there, I have like a game for you.
oh, a game. A game, okay.
Okay.
At this day and age, game. Okay, but just kidding.
We actually did this with Angelica during our episode 1, and I also wanted to do this with you.
Okay.
I'm like curious on your answers.
Okay.
Are you ready?
What is the game?
So the game is actually a speed talk.
Speed talk. Okay.
All right, are you ready?
Ever ready?
Game na. Game na. Game ka na ba?
I'll have to concentrate, yeah.
Game na. All right. Miss President or Miss Philippines?
Miss Philippines.
Pink or red?
Pink.
Full service or low cost?
Low cost.
Early morning flight or red eye flight?
Early morning.
First word you learn in Bahasa Melayu?
Salamat. Datang.
Okay, country you love the most?
Philippines.
Country with the nicest people?
Nicest people. Then I'll have to say Malaysia.
If you can put only 5 things in your luggage, what would it be?
5 things. That would be the uniform, skincare, the shoes, charger, and food.
Food is life. Okay, we're done. Speed talk. Now let's move on to the last bag before we go to the other zippers.
Okay. This one is just shoes.
Yeah, this is like together with the casual wear, right?
A lot of people, they tend to forget about this. So imagine you're wearing smart casual and then you're wearing the cabin shoes or the ground shoes.
Miss President, I'm actually curious. What was your dream growing up?
My dream when I was growing, I actually really thought I was going to be a lawyer.
Ooh.
So far, right? Like, I never thought I would become a cabin.
But I mean, you can still be like after.
No, I don't think.
You
It's a conscious choice
Mm-hmm.
not to become.
So if you feel like you're not a cabin crew, what will you be right now? Like, would you actually pursue being a lawyer?
No, I'm actually very thankful. It was a surprise that I became a cabin crew. No one in our family was a cabin crew before.
You're the first.
I believe so. Until I met like another far relative who was flying with PAL. But I didn't know that at the time, like my immediate family, I was the first one. I don't think I'll be doing other things for now. I dreamt to become a lawyer when I was young, but eventually I realized that thank you for not putting me on that direction. I'm really happy with the job, but just in case, if I am not a cabin crew, I probably be a nurse.
Okay, let's move on to the other zippers. Is there anything inside?
Well, actually, not much anymore. Most of the things I put here inside. So this will only be left with the documents.
And then what documents is it?
Yeah, it's
Manual?
not really that documents, but as you know, I've
Yeah.
just been flying recently, so I just wanted to make sure that I have everything with me. But I found that here in Malaysia, you're doing all online, even the documents and stuff. But just wanted to be prepared.
We rarely print here. I mean,
I know.
even like when I go to the airport, if I want to travel domestic or whatever, I never print anything. Even like mine is like e-boarding. Everything is like, especially now that we're using like AirAsia Super app, which you should follow them on TikTok, Instagram, guys. So everything is online. We have e-boarding. We don't really use.
Correct.
But it's good that you have it, because I don't know. But isn't it heavy for your bag?
Oh, I saw something. Yeah. One nail polish, just in case that we will be needing it.
I'll check. Is it white? Yes, of course. Well, checking if there's like, oh, there is. Oh, okay. How many extra stockings actually do you need?
The requirement is that 2 will be in the luggage and then 1 in the handbag. But this one, just for extra.
It's actually smart that you put it here in the front zipper, because I had an experience wherein I accidentally destroyed my stockings, and my stocking was in this bag, so I have to like go one by one, look for it, and then after that, I learned my lesson, like, okay, because I already used the one in my handbag.
So yeah.
Okay, we're down to our last question. Wow, like holding so
Miss Universe questions, if this is the last question.
and the last question. We're done with your luggage. I've checked everything. I think that's all. And I really, really appreciate you showing what's inside your luggage, although some of it are very personal. So I appreciate you for that. And for our last question, you earned your wings back recently. What do you think is that one thing that would make you stop flying?
Stop flying. There are a lot of things actually that is in my mind. The basic reason why I came here is I really did miss flying. My goal originally is to be with PAA. As you noticed, I applied there first, but of course things happen. It's actually my dog who I left in the Philippines. I'm not planning to go home. I'm really enjoying Malaysia. I like the food. I actually feel a little sad for the country, because here the living condition is way better. The food, the necessities, the prices are really good compared to the salary. So living condition, I like it here. But if I don't know, like, how can I do it? My dog is already 5 years old. If I cannot bring him here, and if I'm not able to go back, I think like that's one of the points wherein I will have to consider deciding which path to take already. I told my parents, my siblings, everyone, my boyfriend also, they can always come here to Malaysia. I will tour them to Batu Caves, to KL Central, anywhere, or travel. Because actually after the pandemic, I realized that, of course, number one, I really love this job. I really love traveling. This is what I really wanted to do. So after all the lockdown, I was kind of strict with my life, with my family's life or something like that. But if you realize that life is short and you actually have to count your days right, you will realize that, take life easy. We don't know what the future will bring actually, but that's one of the probable things that I will have to consider in case I need to go back for my dog.
I wish I'm that dog. Like, should have come back for me.
Yeah, I'm hope.
Sana all.
I'm hoping that he can wait for me, or at least I don't know, like something will happen, because I believe Mass and Air Asia, they won't accept dogs or any animals for that matter. So there is no way that I can bring him here for now. But
You know what? Maybe there is a way. So maybe, like, let's see in the comments if anyone knows how to bring, like, fur babies. You call it fur babies, right? Fur babies to travel. Do they need passport? Because this part, I'm actually not sure as well. Like, how does it work? I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments can help us, some suggestions to get your pets move from, or like fly from one country to another. If there is, that would be good. I'll be reading all the colonies. Okay, so I think that's all of it. Again, thank you so much, Karen, for guessing Miss Universe. Thank you. I know it's already late. Thank you so much for the Lofty Crew production. Guys, thank you. It's late and I know all of us are like sort of tired, but thank you so much. Do you have any social media you want to plug? And she's actually a YouTuber too. So yeah, please plug your channel.
Yeah, it's straightforward. It's Karen, my name, Karen, and Pilapil. So basically, that's my name. If you wish to see some of contents regarding flying, then you can subscribe to my channel.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my video, please subscribe on your channel and hit the notification bell button so that you will be updated on my next vlog. Bye!